Hello, this is going to be a get ready with me video, and it's a really exciting one because I'm testing out a lot of new products. I got some MyChelle products from Vitacost, and then I got my all natural face haul as well, and so I'm testing all those out, and if you want to see, keep watching. So I've already sprayed my face with my George's Aloe, and now I'm going to test out this MyChelle Mineral Cream Foundation in Ivory, which is the lightest shade, and it looks like it might be, I don't know, tiny bit dark for me. Maybe it'll be okay. And I also have the concealer that I'm going to be testing out as well. So I'm going to put the foundation on first and then go back with the concealer on any areas that didn't get covered by this foundation because I'm using it for the first time, so I don't really know what it's going to look like on me and how it's going to work. Alright. And it smells really, really nice. Like fruity, maybe a tiny bit florally. I'm really bad at describing scents, but I really like the way that it smells. And it's nice and creamy and smooth. It, you know, gets right onto your face from the stick. You don't have to like warm it up with your fingers first or anything like that. But it's not, doesn't really feel greasy or oily. Like if you ever tried the Cowgirl Dirt, I just tested that out recently, or the Lauren Brooke, which is, they're the same product, they're just different, you know, under different brands, but if you look at the ingredients, they're the same. This is less, I don't want to say oily, but like less creamy, I guess, than that one, or less greasy. I don't know how to describe it because neither one of them is greasy or oily, but this one is, you know, less than that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And the coverage is actually pretty similar to that product because it's also kind of, you know, medium, light to medium coverage. So now I'm going to use the concealer in Cream, which is the lightest color, and I'm going to conceal my under eye area as well as any areas that I feel like the foundation didn't really conceal. I wish this was lighter, or that they offered a lighter color, because I feel like, especially for the under eye area, it's nice to use something a little bit lighter than your skin tone. And this is borderline darker than my skin tone, so it doesn't quite give that effect of brightening that you would get from a lighter colored product. But I like this too. This has decent coverage, especially when compared to that Cowgirl Dirt / Lauren Brooke concealer, which I feel like does not offer very good coverage at all. This is much better. It's not a heavy coverage product by any means, but it does, you know, it's like medium to heavy coverage. And it blends well. It's also pretty moisturizing and creamy. I think these products would be great for somebody with dry skin or normal skin. Not really sure about oily skin. I wouldn't necessarily recommend them for oily skin, just because they wouldn't really provide you any oil control, and especially in the heat of summer, it might be a little bit too much creaminess for you, a little bit too moisturizing. I do like the finish of this, however, because it's nice and like, you know, real skin. It's not too dewy or glowy where you don't look oily, but it, you know, doesn't look dry. So if you have dry skin, it'll look nice. I'm just gonna set it a little bit with my Porcelain pressed foundation from the Conservatorie, just with a stippling brush, just a tiny bit, because I feel like it's hot and sweating. I don't want this to kind of slide off my face at all, especially like in my T-zone. I can actually get a little oily in my T-zone in the summer. So plus this will add a little bit of coverage as well, so that's nice. And one problem that I'm seeing right now that I just want to let you know of is because this product's creamy and I'm setting it with a powder, I'm dipping my brush, you know, in the powder, on my face, back in the powder, and look what's happening to my powder. Do you see that? It's like the oily creaminess from the foundation is like coating this powder, and I'm gonna have to scrape that off or something because it's gonna, you know, form this layer where the powder's not gonna get picked up really well. So I've never really encountered that before because I don't very often, I just recently got into these kind of creamy foundations, so I haven't experienced setting them with powder very much. So I guess that's something to be aware of. And since I'm wearing a cream foundation, I thought that I would test out a cream blush. And this is Bubblegum from the All Natural Face, and I'm actually quite terrible at applying and blending cream blushes, so I kind of was planning on using these mostly for my lips, but I do like the idea of a cream blush, so I'm gonna try and put this on. Maybe that's a little bit too much, I don't know. With powder blush, it's just so easy to blend it out, and I guess I'm not really used to the cream blushes. I know a lot of people like to use brushes with them, and I did bring a brush here to try and, you know, blend it out, but I feel like it's just it's a little bit difficult to apply it with a brush. Maybe I'm just not using the right brush. Like, I feel like if I just dip this in, it doesn't really pick up enough product, and it doesn't pick it up evenly, so I end up with like a funny application. I don't know, I probably need a different brush. So I'm going to try and add a little bit more product. I'm going to try and pick this up with my brush this time and see what I mean. It like, I don't know, maybe I just can't see it, but it doesn't look like it's picking any product up. I don't know. Oh, I guess it probably is because I see it on my face. Yeah, maybe it is. All right. All right, I think that's good. I feel like this takes me forever to do. I'm just gonna go like this. I hate when my blush gets like too close to my nose. So hopefully that fixes it. Oh, and I meant to do this, but naturally I forgot. I got this, which I'll show you in a haul that I'm ready to do now. I just got this yesterday. It's the Cocoa Cream Blush from the All Natural Face, and I meant to try and use that as my contour. I've never done a cream contour, and probably should have done that first, but kind of forgot about it. So we'll try it now. Kind of just blend that into my blush, blend that upwards. Okay. So that's pretty subtle. This isn't taupe like the oak bark. This is more of a brown, but it's not that warm of a brown. Like, it's not orange. So I feel like this will work for fair skin tones. Now I'm going to use this Love Affair Luminizer from Bare Minerals to dust over my cheeks just to set, because I set the cream foundation, but I didn't set the cream blush with any powder, and also kind of for like a highlighting slash dewy effect, because this is nice and dewy. Oh, and I totally forgot about this too, but I got sample of the Salmon, which I can't open. Oh, how do you do this? I'm gonna use my teeth. Salmon concealer, under eye correcting powder, concealer, whatever it's called. And I meant to actually set my under eye concealer with that, and then I forgot, and I set it with my other powder, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of the Salmon right on top, just to test it out, see if it makes a difference. It's really, really light. It's actually not a salmon-y color. It's more of like a light, very light pink color, if you can see that. So that's done. I'm going to prime my eyes really quick with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I don't know if any of you wear contacts also, but does this happen to you? Whenever I do my primer, you know, you like blend in over your eye and it like moves my contact out of place and I have to like blink and get it to come back, to float back over. Alright, so I'm gonna just do my eyebrows real quick with like the only thing I use, which is Silk Naturals brow cream, which I love. Oh, and if you're hearing any noises, let me show you. That is because this is who is next to me right here, supervising my makeup application process. And yawning because he finds it a bit boring. For my eyeshadows, I'm going to use Grassroots Green from Silk Naturals, Polar Bear from Fyrinnae, Sonic from Silk Naturals, and then this, Everyday Minerals used to have a shade called Pearl Beige, and it's just like a low sheen, kind of a pearly, or I guess a high sheen, but it's like a pearly beige that doesn't have any shimmer to it, and unfortunately I don't think they have it anymore. I'm going to start with the green. Just using a little bit of that pearl beige color just right under my brow bone. Now I'm using Polar Bear. And now Sonic. I'm going to use the Tarte Rich Green eyeliner. This is their Amazonian Clay eyeliner. And my Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm really hoping it didn't dry up or anything. This is what the brush looks like. It's kind of funky. I'm going to finish this look with the All Natural Face Diva Stick in Pink Gold, which I just got in my haul, and their Angel Wing Lip Gloss. So this is a finished look. Thank you so much for getting ready with me. Bye.